now. I'm not here as a reporter.
I'm good at this.
I'm not here as a journalist.
Oh, no!
My agenda is to witness and share the daily lives of people in Iran.
It's a bit of traditional.
It feels like breakfast, except that there's lamb in there.
Experience their unique culinary secrets.
What are some of the benefits of this one?
Good for sex also.
All right!
And the men and women behind them.
I called a family member and I said, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit nervous about going to Iran.
We're dropping by the capital's busiest kitchen, where they're kicking out thousands of meals each day.
Have you ever tried it this fresh in the kitchen?
No.
It's very special, right?
Yeah.
Dining on unique delicacies I never expected to find in Iran.
Interesting.
Oh, what? Discarding the eyeball, but all this fat and muscle tissue is keeping right here.
And getting lost in the desert, where I'll be grabbing life by the camera.
Stop, yeah, cut the camera. I'm learning a lot about Iran, having a great time. I'm glad I came here.
Iran as a country is complicated, but during this series, my aim is to set aside international politics and get to know a different side of this country. The Iran that never finds its way into media headlines.
The media thinks that Iranian people hate the foreigners, but it's not like that. It's in our culture to be warm and kind to our guests.
I'm taking a leap of faith, surrounding myself with people who have every reason to not accept me, and witnessing as they welcome me with unmatched hospitality. Our Iran food tour begins in the capital, a city of over 8 million, where the best of each region's cuisine converges. This is Tehran. As an American stepping foot in Iran for the first time, everything is inherently interesting. My eyes are glued to the window as we make our way through the city. What do they do for fun? What do they eat for breakfast? What do they think of Americans? I've put a call up, asking anyone who's willing to kindly take the time to show me around this sprawling, fast-paced city. And that call was answered.
This is great for sex, you know.
I'm sorry, what?
Today, Tehran's best and I are hitting the streets,
Do these have seeds inside?
There is a seat inside
Oh,
this.
that's too challenging.
getting up close and personal with our
We
food,
have to put it on the edge, don't go in too far. Here we go. Here we go.
and diving mouth first into this mysterious city.
Wow. That's a thick shake.
Yeah.
This is like the Dairy Queen of Iran.
This is where Tehran goes to relax. Darban, a mountain just a short drive away from the center of the city, lined with restaurants and food stands with walkways so narrow that the only way to transport food and supplies to the top is by donkey.
Pause it.
What?
What? What do you want?
This is Mohsen, Tehran's most charming food reviewer, or as they say in Iran, taster. He has a love for local food and years of tasting experience.
Thank you for making time. I thought you had to take off work because
The Subaru Outback Wilderness. Dog tested, dog approved.
You may qualify for monthly SSI payments to meet basic needs if your income and financial resources are low, and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or blindness. Go to ssa.gov/SSI. Tuesday, you must have their expense.
it was on Friday.
We have our weekend on Thursdays and Fridays.
Oh, wow. Does everyone hate Saturdays here?
Yeah, we say that Saturday's donkey.
And donkey is bad.
Yeah, donkey is bad in this case.
But I like donkeys.
You like?
To be honest.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. As we're walking up, they have all these big bowls full of colorful fruit.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's traditional Iranian snack, and most of them are sour.
Iranians love fruit in its many forms, fresh, dried, or even leather.
Oh wow, they are stuck together. If they're stuck together, you have to buy them all.
Levashek is sold in exotic flavors such as pomegranate, sour cherry, plum, kiwi, barberry, and apricot.
Let's try it out. Oh my gosh, that's tremendous.
Very delicious.
This is 100% cherry flavored fruit by the foot that I had in my lunchbox growing up. But it's got like this great thick, chewy texture. A little sour, a little sweet. You think maybe I could sneak another one?
The fun really begins when you start mixing the fruit flavors together.
What's this one?
This is plum. Most of them are plums.
You know, I thought my first experience in Iran would be more intense than eating fruit on a mountain. But I'm cool with this.
What do you do with the seed? You just spit it out? So the people who buy this, are they buying this because they're hiking and they want some energy back?
No, for sure. We're not fancy. Okay.
He says it's good for your blood pressure, cholesterol, and also it's lax.
I'm sorry, like,
It's lax.
oh, so it don't make me like crap my pants.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why this is so popular on a mountain. I'm very far from a bathroom right now. I'm gonna try this apricot.
This one is very tempting.
Try it out.
Nice.
Very sour, man. Usually you might have this with tea, right?
This with
Yeah.
tea?
I don't know. I'm asking.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Not at all.
I love it. I think we should find a bathroom and then check out some more food, huh? Yeah.
I've come to Tehran in the dead of summer. It's hot and dry. So dry that many shops attempt to add some moisture back into the air with water misters. One sure way to survive the heat is by shoveling down something freezing cold.
Where are we?
We are in a traditional store that serves a kind of shake that is made from several ingredients, including egg yolks, ice cream, and
So full of aggression, not paying attention. You got me losing connection. I'm in a temporary home.
Wow. That's a thick shake.
yeah.
This is like the Dairy Queen of Iran.
This is Alibaba Juice Bar. People don't just line up for the flavors, but to take in the impressive, gravity-defying theatrics. This is Milkshake the Musical.
Is this your recipe? Today, what do you recommend? Okay. Rich? I'm getting very rich from Iranian food already.
This frozen treat is made with pretty much anything you can imagine. Milk, saffron, vanilla ice cream, palm sap, coffee, cocoa, cinnamon, banana, figs, coconut powder, pistachios, rose water, egg yolk, cream, pineapple, and a few things I can't even pronounce.
On top, I see some pistachios, some like coconut shavings. I'm gonna give it a try. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh. That's remarkable. The coconut just kind of dissolves in your mouth. It's so finely shredded, it's like a coconut snow.
I like it very much.
Me too.
Every time I eat it. Number 693.
Oh, I thought something else was happening. Super sweet, refreshing. He said after I eat the whole thing, it's going to make me rich. I think it's another word for fat. What does he mean?
I think you wanted to say strong instead of rich. This is great for sex, you know.
I'm sorry, what? Can you go a little deeper into what you're saying there?
It can help you have better sex.
For men in particular?
Yes, tonight you're very strong.
Man, I can't wait to use that ice cream stamina when I'm alone in my hotel room tonight. It's going to be a real fun night. Bakery.
Yeah, a traditional Persian bakery.
The only thing locals love more than bread is fresh bread, and bakeries like these can be found all over the city. It's not unusual to see people strolling down the street, sangak in hand like they're taking their bread for a walk. Mohsen is taking me to a Toptan bakery. This bread accompanies tons of dishes here, perhaps making its most famous appearance alongside kebabs. Toptan is leavened flour bread, made with milk, yogurt, and eggs, baked in a clay tandoor oven.
They have a whole assembly line here, going from the dough, processing it, flattening it out, then throwing it on this pillow, sticking it on the wall, and then the master here takes it off the wall, torches it on the fire for a second. He takes a puff of his cigarette. That's important. And then he throws it on the pile. I mean, right here we have so many. I'm gonna try to take the next one. Can I have that? Can I have that one? It's fine. It's okay. No, it's.
First of all, I want you to know that we Persians
see where it bubbled up. It's crispy on the edges. I know.
Nice.
It's very crackery. It tastes like a saltine cracker without the salt. But the bread itself is great. Do you think you'll let me try to put a little something in there? Here we go. Here we go. No. Yes. I screwed it up. Oh no! Look at my head.
I thought I was fast, but not fast enough.
You're shaking. Well, I've been through a traumatic experience.
Arm hair, my fading head hair, even my eyelashes weren't
I
spared.
don't know how these guys do it. I guess they don't have eyelashes. It doesn't matter what country I go to. I keep cooking myself up.
Bread making is serious business, and best left to the real professionals.
Oh, that's my bread. Oh, he just put it down instantly. Come on, man. I wanted to eat that. Right now we are deep in the alleyways of Tehran, and behind me, a place you would never expect to find one of the best desserts in this city. Let's check it out. Okay.
Iran, day 2. Still coping with my recent fiery hair loss and looking to find comfort in food.
Lydia, where are we right now?
We're in a Sohan factory which makes Romanian desserts.
Hediye, a student studying dentistry and a fan of the show, has offered to show me around today.
Do you feel some conflict being here? This is like the enemy that's created to hurt teeth.
Yes, of course, but I'm okay. You can brush your teeth afterwards.
Oh, all right. Well, that problem was solved pretty quick. How do you say the name of this food again?
It's Sohan.
Sohan.
Sohan is a unique traditional Persian sweet. It's buttery, brittle, studded with pistachios, and flavored heavily with saffron.
It smells amazing in here. What do I smell like?
Mostly because of saffron. We use saffron in a lot of our food.
The making of Sohan is beautiful. It starts with egg yolks, flour, saffron, sugar, and vegetable oil, all mixed by machine.
This vessel is just mixing, but here it's heated up. It's going to kind of slowly cook a bit, enough to get thick.
After mixing in a heated vessel for 20 minutes, it starts to become thick. Now, the real action.
It looks like the purpose overall is they let it cool down a little bit,
Yes.
but then they like shatter it.
No, they're not shattering it. They're just smashing it. And then he pours pistachios and almonds on top.
And then here, he's going to cut it into little squares, basically.
At Domino's, we took all the best things about pizza and put them on our new loaded tots. Melty cheese, melty cheese. Mouth-watering toppings, mouth-watering toppings. Potato, potato. Try our new loaded tots with your favorite pizza when you mix and match them for $6.99 each.
How come they let these plain? They make plain ones too?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. We have the pimped out one, like the deluxe version.
Yes.
So there's pistachios on there. Oh, I think it's pistachio on butter. Let's try it out. Oh, that's really good. I feel the oil and butter squeezing out of it.
It's very sweet. That's why you should eat it with tea.
Good point. Do you have any tea on you?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. The more I eat it, the more I want to eat it. It's very delicious. The texture is very crumbly, and pistachios, it doesn't have a strong flavor, but it all just adds to this general confectionery sweetness. It's like the crack of Iranian desserts. Do you really enjoy it?
Yes,
Can we get the close-up, please? Let's see the yummy face.
it's
Okay.
delicious. I
All right.
guarantee.
I'm skeptical. We are in the kitchen. We're here for one of the most famous foods of Iran, the kebab.
What satay is to Indonesia,
Whoa.
kebab is to Iran. No matter the protein, it is the preferred method of preparation. Simply grilled meat on a skewer. It can be cubed, minced, maybe even with the vegetable thrown in. Today, I'm here for the kebab kubi day.
Sir, are you up for the Kubi Day challenge? Alright, he's like, what? I make 100 of these a night. What are you talking about?
The kebab kubi day here is made from minced lamb and mixed with salt, garlic powder, black pepper, celery powder, grated onion, and egg yolk.
Oh, that is nice. Where it has these little ridges made with his fingers. How long did it take you to get this movement down?
About 1 year.
1 year? I didn't know if there's like a special training school. They're like really give you some Play-Doh. After 1 year, you can use real meat. Or maybe not. There it is. Perfectly formed. It's flat on one side and then ridged on the other side. It's going to create these perfect bite-sized sections that we're going to sink our teeth into pretty darn soon. Bro. Let's see. both sides. A little bit of tomato, some buttery rice. That's a perfect bite. Oh my gosh. Some hearty, fatty meat.
Because they add a little bit of fats when they're making this kebab.
Well, the tomato kind of comes in just to lighten it up a bit. Absolutely delicious.
They also prepare freshly made bread. You can put it
What is this bread called?
half-cooked.
Altoon. That's what burned me.
Burn your eyelashes, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if you can tell, my hair right here,
I can tell.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
you're
Sorry.
really on it. You're making like a little sandwich.
Yes. It's called lokman. And here you are.
Oh, that's for me?
Yes, that's for you.
Well, I feel bad. I have this huge Iranian kebab sandwich. What do you have?
It is considered impolite when you have a guest to make a sandwich for yourself first.
Oh.
First make it for the guest.
Okay, should I make you one now?
No, no, I will make this.
Definitely not. I got this. I love that.
Me too.
Crispy bread, same delicious meat. The herbs here, man, it's vibrant. Just fireworks of flavor in my meal.
We'll also experience their kebab negani, which means jewel kebab, minced lamb with chicken. Think of the lamb as a ring and think of the chicken as diamonds. Get it?
Chicken breast can be dry, and pairing with that fattiness from the lamb, it's a great combination.
My first impressions of Iran. Damn, people here are really nice. After putting the call out, dozens of locals reached out to me offering to show me around the city or recommending food that I absolutely must try.
You see, the media thinks that Iranian people hate the foreigners, but it's not like that. We love to see the new people. It's in our culture to be warm and kind to our guests.
This is the side of Iran that really needs to be seen. People are not their governments. People are people. And we have a lot more in common than we think. I've only been in Iran for a day, and already I'm blown away by people's passion for food and their willingness to introduce me to local flavors. Today is no different.
This is like a giant food truck. Oh, I see.
As Tehran native Sahar and I dig deep into Iranian breakfast.
It can be a snack, it can be served as a lunch or dinner. It's totally up to you.
The only thing is, this breakfast is like nothing you've tried before.
This machine here is kind of like a giant industrial strainer.
With a secret ingredient some would not expect to find on a breakfast menu.
It really reminds me of some breakfast I might have in the U.S.
Along the way, we'll also try Iran's deep green national staple.
Oh,
But first, my morning smoke.
what's happening? Hello, hookah, sir. I'm being handed. This is a tremendous size hookah.
Hookah. Smoking water pipes is an age-old tradition with roots in India and Iran. I'm not supposed to promote getting a quick tobacco buzz, but while I'm here, I'm gonna try it. Do please note that breathing in acute amounts of smoke from any source isn't that good for you.
What do you call this here? You don't call it hookah, do you?
We call it belian here.
And it has this huge.
That one is ice. It feels it's much more cool.
These days, cool lounges like this use flavored tobacco, usually something fruity like apple, watermelon, or today's blueberry. The tobacco is added to a clay dish, then topped with tinfoil and hot coals that are placed at the top of the apparatus.
Rock classic.
And then just start. We're gonna cut all the coughing, guys, editors. I'm sure this is really cool, okay? I'm good at this. Oh, this is legitimate tobacco. I've got a little buzz already. I'm very nice. I need to get used to it. You had to keep smoking, right?
Yeah, it will go down if you don't smoke for minutes and it will just go down.
I have to keep smoking. Oh, he saw I got a little buzz, so he brought some tea for us. Oh, this is lovely.
We call it naba. It is the condensed crystallized sugar.
Oh, you can see it's getting a little smaller already. It's starting to dissolve and go into the tea. We cheers.
Salamati.
Salam. I like that. Oh, it's nice. I feel more like I've come down. I'm relaxing. I've just been walking around the streets a little bit, already seeing tons of different foods I've never seen before. But it seems people have a lot of pride in their food here, and a lot of fresh food.
There were a lot of people just immigrating to Tehran from different other provinces. They bring their own traditional foods to Tehran. Right now in Tehran, we are going to have rishte ash, which is common in every part of Iran. In each and every province, they have their own version.
Ash, green, heavy, high-energy food. It can be considered the foundation of Iranian cooking. In fact, the Farsi word kitchen is ashpazkhane, meaning the room where ash is made. Iran has over 50 types of ash, depending on the region, but the most popular among them is ash reshteh, ash with noodles, and it's one of the only noodle dishes you'll find in this country. Alongside ash, I'll take on Tehran's staple breakfast dish, halim.
It is really heavy because of a lot of ingredients that you put in it. That's why people eat it mostly in Ramadan month.
Perfect. I'm gonna finish this whole thing, and then we're gonna get some breakfast.
Mm.
All right.
Sayed Mehdi is a restaurant with over 50 years of history in Tehran. And when it comes to making halim, no one does it better than this father-son team.
Hello.
This is halim, a concoction mainly consisting of boiled wheat and one ingredient. I didn't expect to be eating for breakfast. Lamb meat.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
To begin, wheat grains are washed and boiled for 5 hours, and the lamb is boiled for 2 to 3 hours.
It's like tender cooked meat that's been already kind of cooked sous vide style in a plastic bag, and then I think they're gonna grind it up now. Yeah, stand back. The meat is grinding inside. Oh, and then he puts in some of the broth here. It's like a wheat broth. Incoming. It looked like.
For 2 kilograms of wheat.
Alright. Can I get like 2 or 3 minutes?
Later, we can top it with sugar and cinnamon, just like I do with my oatmeal back home.
This is finished.
How do you think
What's that? But it's finished, right? Let's try it out. Oli. Ah, baba. Baba. How do you say it? Baba. Baba. I think that's how you say yummy, but I could be completely wrong, or else I maybe sound like a lamb right now. That's really good. It's like a little bit of lamb infused into this strong wheat flavor. It's salty, it's wheaty, it's a little bit lamby, and that's it. Super.
Next up, ash. A hearty, thick soup usually made with legumes, grains, and herbs. Lots of herbs. The preparation is simple, but the most time-consuming part is washing and mincing the herbs. Luckily in Tehran, you can head out to your local Iranian herb shop, complete with an industrial-sized herb shredder.
It smells right now in here. It's like a greenhouse garden. It's almost like overbearing. It is like a powerful herb essence, like
Yes.
a punch. This is what they're doing all day, just chopping up herbs.
Yes, they're going to chop them here and mix them together.
All these herbs
Yes,
are going
all of
together.
them, yes.
Today's herb blend includes minced parsley, dill, leeks, tarragon, and cilantro.
This is like a giant food process. Oh, I see. There's like a giant weed whacker blade right here in the middle, and it's mincing everything up in here. Oh, can I just grab it?
Yes, yes.
All right, here we go. Thank you, sir. Just try it out. Oh,
It's so fresh.
that has some punch. Very fresh, very aromatic.
Yeah.
Wonderful, just fresh, light flavor. All of that. Of course, you're not really supposed to eat it like that, right? Very intense. The last father-son team, they're like the Halloween master.
Yeah.
My dude here, hello. Thank you. He is the Osh master.
Ash is high energy, bursting with flavor, and affordable. Likely another reason it has a long history in Iran.
How long have you been cooking Osh? What is the secret to making the best ash possible?
The amount of those ingredients and the spices that he's going to add.
The perfect balance.
Yes.
Step 1. Boil lentils and the herbs from the herb store. This is what gives ash its signature green color.
Oh, everything turned kind of dark forest green.
Add in chickpeas, kidney beans, black pepper, and salt. In a separate pan, he adds turmeric powder, oil, and fried onion. Stirs it until it turns brown, then adds it back to the main vessel. Finally, he adds the salty wheat noodles and leaves it to boil for a few more minutes.
Yes.
We're doing it. I think we try the hanling first. Do we just mix it all up?
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh yeah, that's so awesome. You know, I had something similar before in Oman. We took it, like, grated balls in our hands, dipped it into rendered cow fat. It's like cow butter. Let's just try it out. Got little swirls of cinnamon, sugar.
It is delicious.
That's really yummy.
And it is really heavy.
Yeah.
I said that there's all ingredients in it.
The cinnamon and sugar, they're best friends. They work so well together. Just one alone wouldn't have been nearly as good. Man, that's a great combination.
It depends on your own taste. There are a lot of people that they want to add a lot of kind of things.
You can also put any of this in there. But I kind of like what they did already. It has a very familiar breakfast flavor to me, except that I'm like, oh wait, there's lamb meat also. Osh.
Ash.
Osh. How do you, wait, there's a longer name? I've been using the nickname this whole time. Mr. Osh.
Rishte.
Rishte.
Yes.
This is the ash base, but what really elevates the dish are the toppings. Kash, a commonly used sour yogurt, caramelized onion, and fried mint.
This is like slippery. It doesn't want to stay on my spoon. Are you ready? Let's try it out. Oh, that's very nice. We tried the herbs earlier. There's a bit much. It was intense. But here, when that flavor is properly dispersed throughout the dish, that's really nice. Very salty, very savory. And the noodle is very soft. Almost no texture. It's a tremendous flavor. Very fresh, but like super heavy at the same time.
Yes.
I've only been here about a day, and I'm very blown away by this place. And by the people, the hospitality, the kindness I see on the street, and just openness of people. It's certainly a place like no other.
There's something special about eating food that local people consider ordinary in such an extraordinary place. Ash, halim, it's simple food, but it's inseparable from the culture and cuisine of Iran.
This breakfast was incredible. Thank you so much for your time and for showing me around.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming to Iran and for testing it.
Right now, I am in Tehran, in Iran, and today I have the privilege of witnessing some local cuisine that very few have the chance to see. Let's check it out.
Day 3. The first few minutes you're here, locals will quickly let you know it's not Iran, it's Iran. A very important distinction. This is the first country I've seen that's shown very few, if any, signs of international Western brands. No McDonald's, KFC, or Pizza Hut.
Whoa, so here it is, coming from the head.
Not even a 7-Eleven.
You can see people are heading up. This is the original restaurant. Several floors going up. Uh-oh, traffic jam.
Neon Farsi words and characters light up storefronts. But at this point, I can't tell the difference between a lamp store and a sandwich shop. Luckily, I'm being joined by Tehran's food reviewing power couple. Considering there's no Facebook or YouTube here, Instagram is the platform of choice for foodies, and Gazale has seen it all.
This must be a super complicated dish. Do you know how they make it?
Yes, I know. I will tell you if you want.
That's all right. I'll just do it in voiceover. Okay.
Today we're going on an all-out food adventure. From the traditional
This oven fits 100 pots, so that's 100 different meals.
to the busiest kitchen in Tehran.
Have you ever been in a kitchen this busy?
No.
Time to eat.
Well, Gazale, where are we?
This is Azari Tea House. It's one of the most oldest building in Tehran. It has been a tea house for almost 70 years.
70 years?
Yeah.
Azari Traditional Tea House, the kind of place where friends and family gather for a smoke, some tea, or this. And you won't find anything like it outside of Iran.
The first time you came here, what did you like so much about the experience?
The dizzy is the best food in Iran.
Really?
Yes.
If I don't like this, then I'm just not gonna like purchase
You're gonna
it.
love it.
But I'm gonna love it, so no problem.
Yes.
Dizzy, or abgusht, literally means meat juice. The word also refers to the traditional stoneware crocks it's served in.
I am in the kitchen right now with Ali, my brother. Thank you so much for having us today. And they're gonna start by putting all of these clay pots into this cooking device that I've never seen before. It's like a giant chest oven.
These huge custom-made ovens are meant only for cooking this dish day in and day out, 100 at a time.
It's a super simple recipe. It's got about 6 ingredients, starting here with chickpeas and white beans. He's got like a little bean shot glass to measure exact portions.
Next, add the main ingredient, lamb meat.
It's not just the meat, but a nice big hunk of fat to add even more flavor. Unlike the beans, he's being very critical now, making sure it's perfect. No lamb hair. So far, so good.
The chef fills each clay pot with water and they cook for 6 hours.
He's going to be adding in more water so it doesn't dry up. But otherwise, this takes a super long time to cook. But I think it's going to be worth it.
After 6 hours, add some potato and leave it be. A separate pot is filled with tomato sauce, turmeric, lemon powder, chili powder, and salt. Boiled and stirred until it becomes thick, then add it to the dish, giving the dizzy its true essence.
Okay, so what's... Oh, wow. Okay, so we have some bread. Sangak.
Sangak means little stone. And this, the national bread of Iran, is cooked on top of thousands of hot stones that give this bread its unique dimpled texture. The dough is made with wheat and often topped with dry herbs or spices. In this bakery, they're using poppy seeds.
This is a square shape, but the way he dumps it on the stones is what gives it its unique long shape. He just kind of drapes it over the stones in such a way that it stretches out. I don't know how he does it. Like, look at all these. They're all pretty uniformly the same shape. And probably my favorite part is that there's still some stones locked into the bread. Here you can see another one. What was I thinking? Of course, it's really hot. Does that make you nervous at all? Like a million people are going to watch this eat.
No, because I do this video
You do
with
videos?
my husband. Yes,
Okay.
yes, you see.
Gazaleh and her husband are accountants, but they also share the same passion for food. When they're not crunching numbers, they're hitting the streets of Tehran, sampling the best restaurants in town.
They're going to bring the dizzy. It's still going to be boiling, right?
It's gonna be hot. You should pick up with that one.
All right, I'm ready for it. Whoa, so here it is, coming from the head. Oh, there we go. So he lays it out for you,
First of all, you should find the dombe or fat. Look for it.
and we take that out.
And then you should mash the fat.
With my spoon?
This one.
Oh, with that. What do you call that?
Couscous.
Oh, this is kind of fun.
Then you should add the bread.
Done.
Add the meat broth.
So
to
use the
bread.
spoon to kind of strain it out.
You don't want the solid one in it.
If I came here alone, there's no way I would figure this out. Okay, here we go. Oh, I cannot believe I didn't mess that up.
The bread soak up the broth and all of its flavor, and it melts in your mouth.
Oh my gosh, this is like one of the most fun meals I've had in Iran for sure. Very interactive. But do we eat it at some point?
Yes, you should eat it right now.
Oh, that's good.
I love it.
Are you gonna have some too? Why is your husband just sitting there like, for me, it's just like a nice, warm, savory soup with big crackers in it. And a little bit of kind of mutton lamb flavor. It's very nice. What else do we do?
You should mash the other one.
There's more mashing involved. I like it. I like you make him do all the work and you eat all the food. It's an interesting dynamic to your relationship. They've been boiling so long, for 6 hours, that it gets so soft. It's just like a paste now. I mean, look at that. Eat that with bread?
Yes.
Oh. So just like it was some jam or something, except it's got pieces of lamb. Cheers.
You like it?
The flavor itself, very starchy from the potato, but there's some nice lamb flavor in there. Gives it a little meaty kick. What's this one? Is that salt?
I am the best at this. I am the best with this. I murder with the finesse. I work hard and the most to be with the realest. Never stop training cause I'm the best at this.
So, we finally made it here. This is the center of Tehran, right?
Yes, it is.
We're headed to the busiest restaurant in town, a place where even locals stand in line for hours to get a taste. Located in the heart of the capital, Tehran's Grand Bazaar. They called it a city within a city. You could go to a mosque, bank, restaurant, shop for clothes, all while never leaving the marketplace.
You'll come here to buy food, go to restaurant, buy clothes, everything you want, it's here.
Including the restaurant that we're about to go to next.
Yes, Muslim. Most famous restaurant in Grand Bazaar. It is a real big line and you should stand there and maybe after 30 minutes you can go there.
Muslim restaurant has only been around for 13 years, but it's one of the most popular popular restaurants in the city, serving over 6,000 people per day.
So behind me, this sign is telling people where they have to queue up if they want to eat here at Muslim. This is the beginning of the line. Let's go. Okay, let's actually go. There's like the line intercrossing with all the normal bazaar goers, all these people waiting here. Hello, hello. Up here, you can see people are heading up. This is the original restaurant here. Several floors going up. Uh-oh, traffic jam. And all you need is a camera, and they let you right in. Hello. Oh, everyone's so nice here. All right, the only thing left to do now is find a place to sit.
Luckily, Muslim's owner has generously offered to show us around the kitchen, where you can quickly see the mechanics behind cooking up a delicious menu on a huge scale.
We are in the kitchen now. This place is so lively, so much action in here. Have you ever been in a kitchen this busy?
No.
This is one of the foods we're going to be trying today.
Yes.
What is the name of this?
Neck of sheep.
What is
Neck of sheep. Sheep neck.
Do you know how they cook it?
They caramelize the onions first, and then add the spices and water to it, and then the meat. Let it cook for about 3 hours, I think, and it's done.
So by the time we try it, it should just be falling off the bone, right? There's so much action in here. There's a huge kebab station. They're cooking rice. They're making that yellow rice. What do you call that? Yeah, let's check that one out.
This is one of their signature dishes, tachin with chicken. A vibrant, rich, cooked rice cake loaded with local ingredients. It starts with cooked white rice, then a mixture of egg, saffron, and yogurt is mixed in.
Wow, that is a brilliant color. And then now he's putting on just an incredible portion of vegetable oil, mixing it all up, blending it. I guess the goal is to get it into one consistency, one even shade of yellow all the way through. In no time, it's changing color, it's changing texture, it's become like thick, it is very heavy.
The rice bakes in the oven until the bottom layer becomes brown and crunchy. That crunchy bit, that's the most prized food in all of Iran.
It's so rich.
Don't you love it?
I absolutely love it. I adore it. And this is what they serve? Is that how big of
This
it
is gonna serve with chicken, maybe breast or drumsticks.
That is a lot. I think from here, we're going to go to the dining room and actually try out the full meal.
Okay, let's go.
People love rice here so much that they give you white rice, they give you this tachin, and then on top of that, they're like, why don't we top that with some more rice? Okay, what do we do?
This is dried barberries, the breast of chicken here, dried eggplant.
That's eggplant right down here.
You should try a spoon with all of it.
Of the eggplant?
Yes.
A spoon of eggplant.
A spoon with chicken and eggplant.
Try it out. Oh, wait. A little bit of everything. All right, there we go. My spoon is only so big. How do you... Oh, you're really skilled. Look at that way. Oh, everything's so rich. I need some Coke to wash it down with. Look at this. Coca-Cola in Iran. I'm going to try just some of this chicken. Oh, yes. Very nice. Oh, that's so good. So juicy. Is this a normal serving size?
Yes, it is.
You would get this massive amount of food.
For one person.
This is enough for a whole day.
No, I think it's a half of that, I think.
And then the other half for breakfast.
Yeah.
Boom, a sheep neck. I just want to get a little, oh, yeah, hi. It's so tender. That looks incredible.
The sheep necks are slow cooked for 3 hours with onions, salt, turmeric, and saffron. The words sheep neck didn't make my mouth water at first, but the results speak for themselves.
I should just take that and put it on my rice. What kind of rice is this?
Broad beans, pears.
There's a lot of dill smell coming through, and they put a little bit more rice on top of the rice
Yeah.
because we love rice. So I'm gonna grab some of this neck, and then that's it, just some rice and neck. Wow.
Does it melt in your mouth?
You gotta just scrape around until you find some big chunks of meat, and then you can like drag it through this oil.
Can I have another one?
You want this?
Yes, I want
okay. I got such a good bite that even you want it. I'm gonna just get another bite. Straight up sheep dipped in fat. Yeah, who wouldn't love that? Today is easily some of the best food I've had in Iran. You know, I've noticed so far in Iran, the flavors are a bit mild. It's more about freshness and the real taste of the ingredients instead of a lot of over spicing. But something like the herb rice is so fresh, and then when you mix that with the fatty sheep neck, that's kind of heavy. It's a great combination.
As our Iran food tour continues, we're getting out of Tehran and heading into the unknown. Persian cuisine has its own unique culinary identity. But each region of Iran is also serving up one-of-a-kind local favorites that you can only find there. Today we're heading south, diving deep into ancient Persian tradition.
I've never had any cooking with pomegranate paste.
Discovering foods and spices that do much more than fill your belly.
I have a friend who's losing his hair. What do you recommend for that?
And sinking our fingers into Iran's most irresistible cuisine.
Can I use my left hand too?
Yes, of course, why not?
Good morning from Iran. Today is a very special day as we are leaving the mega city of Tehran and heading to a city called Kashan. Let's see what awaits us there. It's this way. And I'm gonna walk the whole way. Okay, let's get in the car and go.
Right now we're headed south toward Kashan, a city of 300,000 squished between deserts and mountains. But first we're stopping off at the small village of Barzon. This village is famous for its rosewater production and the preservation of traditional homes with meter-thick walls made of straw and clay, keeping the inside cool. Another way to stave off the heat, fresh juice.
Hi there.
Yeah.
How are you so good at getting up in the tree? I didn't see any ladder used.
Because I'm a climber, I do that. Do you want to go climb it up?
No, I just, I'll give you moral support.
This is Targol. She's on a mission to preserve traditional culture in her village, including handicrafts and the meal she's making for us today.
What are we doing with the berries?
You make jam and sweet drinks and sometimes making lemon cake.
I know that one. Oh my gosh, that's tremendous.
Very delicious.
You think maybe I could sneak another one?
These blackberry trees are tenacious, surviving semi-arid heat, unpredictable rainfall, and still bearing tremendously sweet fruit.
I want to try one of these blueberries just raw. Raw. You know, it's not cooked yet. Oh, that is so sour. How do you turn that into juice?
And we put some sugar on it and boil it for 1 or 2 hours.
And then it becomes this.
Yeah.
To your house.
Oh yeah, that must have a lot of sugar to tame the sourness of that berry.
1 kilo kimberly, 1 kilo sugar.
Yeah. What is the main industry?
It's famous for rosewater.
It's a special kind of fruit.
It has many uses. It's for baking and cooking, relaxing for stomach, for heart. Women use this for hair and face.
What about growing hair?
No, just for shining.
Do you have anything for growing hair? I'm losing mine, plus I burned half of it off.
You can use garlic.
Yeah, but then it's like I've got great hair, but no girl wants to come around me, you know?
Food in Iran is not fast food. Meal prep is a serious commitment, sometimes taking hours. And today, Targol is displaying the area's traditional favorites, and all of them require lamb meat.
So here we have basically a whole half of a lamb. And so what part did you ask for?
I asked him for a special food and they know that's what we need.
Wow. When I was in Tehran, I had a good amount of vegetarian dishes like ash.
Yeah.
But here, your full menu, everything has meat.
Yes, in the central part of Iran, special meat is if the food has no meat, it's like someone has no father and mother.
I think I'm gonna like the central part.
Yeah.
I really like
If you
meat.
like meat, yeah.
Absolutely.
With ingredients in hand, Targol is ready to begin, starting with her first dish known locally as
Gusto lubia,
Gush-
polo shivi.
Goshtu lobia polo fufi.
Polo
Polo
shivi.
shivi.
Yeah.
Goshtu lobia polo shivi.
Yeah.
Got it. So right now we're in your kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like a very traditional kitchen for Iran, right?
Yeah. No, I should put some meat.
Yeah, sorry, I don't want to burn your food. Let's do it.
anytime there's lamb involved, she sautés it with onion to remove any gaminess. She adds a little turmeric and a lot of cinnamon. One of the keys to Persian cooking is understanding that some foods are considered to have a hot nature and others a cold nature.
Every food in Iran is either hot or cold.
No, we balance everything. For example, cucumber. If you eat many cucumber, you become stomachache. It has a cold nature.
Good, I won't take any bites of any cucumber.
The food you should eat is also dictated by whether or not your own nature is hot or cold.
What is your nature, hot or cold?
I'm the balanced one. Not hot, not cold. You can eat everything.
Do I seem like a balanced person?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'll find out which I am later. When the meat turns golden brown, she adds white beans and water, braising it for 4 hours until it becomes tender. In many parts of Iran, the distinction between food, spices, and medicine is not so clear, as I'm about to find out.
We're in a factory. Oh, what kind of factory is this?
Actually, it's a distillation factory which is used in every season for a special herb.
This is Farid. He's here to walk me through the ancient science of Persian medicinal extraction.
So we have 3 vessels that he's going to be working on today.
4.
4.
Do you have arthritis? This place has what you need. Diabetes? Sure, that too. Can't get aroused like you used to in your 20s? They can solve it.
This is Zenian, a local herb.
What is this one good for?
Zenian is good for digestive system and good for sex also.
All right.
If you use it as a drink or maybe in your food, it can have some effects on you. That's because they heat you up.
It heats you up.
And good for digestive system.
No, I got that part. I get to take some Pepto-Bismol for that. But I mean, to wake up the reproductive system, that's a pretty rare quality. That's nice. Can I get a bunch of that to take home with me?
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
Extractions of all kinds are produced here. They can be taken straight or mixed with food, as you often see with rose water.
Aside from what we're making over there, there's some really unique flavors. Here, human water. Huh?
If you're so fat, you can use this.
If you're so fat.
Muscular.
All right, great. Cheers. Human water. Okay. It tastes like we extracted the flavor from some tacos.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a taco?
Yeah.
Do you like tacos?
Yes.
We'll get a lot of taco. What else can we try?
Chicory. It whitens your skin.
Great.
So if you can, you can use this. You feel white? Whiter than before.
A little bit. It just has a little bit of woody taste. But none of these are intense at all. They're all just a hint of flavor. Finally, the cinnamon. Oh, that smells great. That's very nice. It's a bit sweet even.
Yeah.
Sweet and cinnamon. Cinnamon. We've been slaving away, like really creating a masterpiece here for the last 4 hours to bring this all together. Such an incredible effort, and I can't wait to try it out. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
What are we from? I heard that you could get killed for stealing too much of this. Good. Enough talking. Let's go for it. Oh, hearty and crispy. It's like the best potato chip I've ever had. I can see why people fight for that.
Along with the gusto lumpia paloshavi, we have 2 other main dishes. First, shete anar. I'll call it pomegranate meatballs. Grated onion mixed with minced lamb meat, turmeric, cinnamon, pepper, and chili powder. Add chickpea flour and egg. Make some balls by hand and saute in oil.
Oh, it's very nice. So meaty, juicy. It's kind of sweet too. Do you ever put that sauce onto the rice?
In some cities, people do that. In Kashan,
No. Oh my gosh, Kashan, what are you doing to me?
Next, tas kabal, a famous Kashani eggplant dish. Eggplant fried on both sides, then cooked with lamb meat, tomato, and Kashan's signature pomegranate paste.
Here, the eggplant is becoming super soft. That's very good. Very hearty. For me, the flavors overall are very mild. Mild enough that I can taste the nuance of the tomato, the turmeric, like all the different seasonings flavors really come out. I've never had any cooking with pomegranate paste.
we have some food with pomegranate.
It gives it some nice sweetness. When is the last time you cooked a meal like this?
Every day, we cook one of them for the family.
But you wouldn't usually make all 3. Because I thought this was like an overload of meat. I'm like, man, are you really eating this much meat? But this is a special occasion.
Yeah.
Let's scoop up some of this one. Lamb, beans. Oh wow, look at this. This is like enough for a coal mine. Slow cooked lamb. So soft.
And the secret to the delicious mushroom is the use of bone and a long time.
It sounds like one time you cook it, it takes even longer.
Yeah. Or grandmas put it under water from early morning till noon.
Well, for me, it's a lot of ingredients I would normally see. Using a lot more cinnamon with the meat, something sweet like pomegranate paste. It's very different, but absolutely delicious.
Day 2, Kashan. We've arrived at the bazaar, one of the jewels of the city, with outstanding 19th century architecture. This place has everything. Roses, textiles, silver handicrafts. Now I'm here to find out if my own nature is hot or cold.
I have a friend who's losing his hair, especially around here. What do you recommend for that?
This is a spice shop. Dried plants you've never heard of, herbs, blends, spices. This is the intersection between medicine and seasoning. People can buy spices for cooking, but also look for remedies to improve their hair. I mean health. Their health.
This is hope.
This is good for repair roots.
Who's this guy?
Yeah,
God, it's my man,
one of the oldest spices.
So this is for my friend. Obviously, my hair is fine and kind of lush and thick and beautiful. But I was wondering, I've heard a lot about people talking about being like a hot or a cold person or a balanced person. And I was wondering if you could look at me, kind of size me up and tell me which I am.
When you get up in the morning, does there taste a special thing in your mouth?
Yeah, terrible breath morning breath.
Bitter or salty?
Bitter. In Iran, I definitely do. It's hot here. A normal amount, like 8. Is that normal?
This is your balanced vegetables, not
Really?
cold and hot.
When you look at me, is there anything else that's obviously wrong with me?
Yes, and you should avoid sweet, even rice and fish.
Well, that's pretty obvious.
According to Targol, since I'm balanced in nature, I can eat everything.
Got it.
Including our final Kashani delicacy.
Can you tell me more about where we are right now?
Yeah, we are in one of the old houses in Kashan, Falahati house.
This is one of the old historical houses of Kashan. Once owned by a merchant over 100 years ago, it used to house an entire extended family in over 20 different rooms. And now, it's a hotel.
It was Mr. Falahati's house, merchants of carpets and textile.
You was selling a lot of carpet.
Yes.
A lot of carpet.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be served up Kashan's best, stewed lamb and porridge, known locally as kachi.
Kachi porridge, that's all.
It looks amazing.
First, the porridge.
Kachi can be cooked in other cities in different way, but in Kashan we make this with split wheat.
Split wheat, broken wheat, or what some call couscous. It is highly nutritious. When it's cooked, it has a hearty, warm taste and a vibrant yellow hue. Now, the meat. Lamb that's been stewed for 2 hours with carrots, green bell peppers, onion, salt, pepper, garlic, and celery.
Let's dig in, huh?
Yes.
Alright.
You will start.
This is the trouble I have in Iran. People are so polite. They always want me to go first, except I don't know what I'm doing. So this is the kind of food we eat with our hands.
Yes.
Can I use my left hand?
Yes, of course, why not?
Oh, it's pretty solid now. It feels nice. Grab a little meat and the onion. Ooh, wow. Do you want to have some too?
Yes.
Oh, it's outstanding. That porridge is so thick, it's almost becoming like a solid again. How do you say, like, is it yummy? Is it delicious?
Hoşmazım.
Hoşmazin? Got it. Oh, you showed me his style's a little different. He grabs some meat first, and then dip it like a nachos in a 7-layer dip. And then his hands are still clean.
The secret to delicious kachi is the meat. So the more delicious the meat, the more delicious the whole product.
I do like the onion a lot. The onion adds some sweetness, and then that lamb is so tender. Are people still eating this way today, or is this like old-fashioned traditional?
Yes, in the city of more in the villages. And I have to tell you that this is a sign of unity. That everybody is a friend, and nobody hates each other, and it's better feel when you eat.
What do you say?
Says, this is your lunch.
This is everybody's
This
lunch.
is everybody.
Even in Iran's modern, fast-paced society, you can still see glimpses of ancient Persian traditions living on in a place that has one of the oldest cultures on earth. Also, I'll let you know if my friend is able to grow his hair back using Persian medicine. 250 miles south of Tehran, the city of Isfahan.